It is yet another lovely day. Yesterday we talked about self-compassion, and today I just want to give a recap to you that might have missed out. Yesterday I said it is very important that we extend self-compassion towards ourselves, that we extend grace and forgiveness towards ourselves. We are living in a very chaotic world. We are living in a world that is so uncertain. Anything can happen at any time, you know, and at times we inflict pain on ourselves. At times we inflict pain on other people that somehow turns around to us as individuals. But even then, I just want to say, learn to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've done in the past, for the things that have not gone right with you. I just want you to extend grace to yourself. Yeah. So today I want us to talk about progress. Yeah, progress. So many of us find ourselves, you know, looking to be perfect. We want to be perfect mothers. We want to be perfect employees, perfect employers. We want to be perfect, you know, wives or husbands, perfect fathers, perfect siblings. Like we have that, you know, that picture of being perfect. And because of that, some of us are highly regretting. And some of us feel like we are failures because we are looking at perfect. And some of us are not making any progress because we are looking to be perfect. We have painted this picture of what perfect really looks like. But allow me to disappoint you this morning that perfect does not exist. What exists is perfection, is progress. What exists could be excellence. Yeah, you can do something excellently, like this is beautiful. But to say it is perfect without a flaw, I am not to say that, because even the Bible tells us that if we say we are righteous, then we make God a liar. Righteousness is close to perfection. Christ is is a perfect example of perfect. He is that example. So if you say you are perfect, if you say you want to be perfect, then that means you want to be Christ, you want to be God. Because when it comes to us as human beings, being perfect is not in for us. So today I just want to encourage you that you're not the only person that might want to be perfect, and that it is not wrong that you are not perfect. I want us to talk about progress. Let us talk about progress in our lives as individuals, yeah? Progress at our workplaces, progress in our academics, progress, you know, in our families, yeah? Let us talk about a mother. As a mother, you are a mother, you have children that you need to attend to. You have a job that requires you 8 to 5 p.m. And for some of us, you have a job that runs up to maybe 7 in the night. Yeah. Remember, you left home at around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., but you're going back home at around 7 p.m. You are a mother, you are an employee, and it even makes it worse that some of us, while we are, you know, working somewhere, we have our side gigs, yeah, side houses. So you are not just an employee, but you are also an employer, because where you're not, there is someone that you have put to watch your back, yeah, where your side hustle is. As if that's not enough, you are a wife. Your husband is at home. Your husband needs you to attend to him. Your children need you to attend to them. Your work needs you to attend to it, you know, where you're employed. And then your side hustle needs you to attend to it. Then you have friends. Then you have church. Like, there's so many responsibilities that are around you. And then you find yourself in a spot where you want to be perfect in every one of them. And you know what happens? At the end of the day, you are overwhelmed. And you know what happens with overwhelm? Once you're overwhelmed, at times we break down. Those are people that you find that, you know, that will tell you they are in depression. Those are people that will tell you someone committed suicide. And then you wonder about how this person commit suicide. I was with them yesterday. They were a perfect example of a mother. They were a perfect example of an employee. But the truth is, as I told you, there is no one that is perfect. You want to hit every, every target. You want to tick every box to make sure that you are that picture. That when it comes to being a wife, everyone has to look up to you. That when it comes to serving at church, everyone has to look at you. That when it comes to your job, everyone looks at you. At side hustles, everyone looks at you. As a wife, everyone looks at you, you know. When it comes to being a sibling, being a child, everyone looks up to you. And then what happens? You are overwhelmed by all these responsibilities. I'm not saying drop your responsibilities, but I'm saying do not work, do not, try your best to see that you are perfect in all those. But what you can do is to see that you are, a better individual, that there is progress, yeah? That there is progress in each and everything you do. You might not be the perfect one, but your children can tell that when we are with mommy, we are happy. Your husband can say, when I am with my wife, I am happy. At your workplace, they say, you know what, this person is able to meet their KPIs. At your side hustle, it is thriving for you. At church, you are serving, not because you are perfect, not because everything you do is, perfectly laid out, but your presence is felt because there is progress. You're able to see that, okay, as a mother, I used to spend 10 minutes with my children, but right now I am spending an hour with them. That is progress. As a mother, maybe now as a wife, I used to leave home without preparing breakfast for my husband, but right now I can, prepare him breakfast of bread and milk. That is progress. You being a wife does not mean you have to, wake up in the morning, prepare katogo, prepare porridge, prepare all that. If you are able to do that, well and good. But what I am saying is progress, yeah? Effort is better than wanting to hit the ceiling when you haven't even hit halfway the room. It is you being able to say that, as a daughter, my mother needs me. My mother has asked me for maybe 100,000 shillings, but I can give her 20,000 shillings. That is progress. That is effort. That is work that you have put in there. For you to know that in my side hustle, I had planned that by the end of 2024, I am going to save 100 million Ugandan shillings. But when I look right now where I am, we have only been able to save 5 million Ugandan shillings. That is progress. Do not look at being at the top when you haven't even gotten to the, to halfway or maybe even quarter way. That way you are going to be overwhelmed. That way you're going to find yourself failing. So it is very important that you as a person look at progress over perfection. There is no perfect human being, but try to see that in everything you do. Where are you at that particular moment? Where do you hope to go? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where are you coming from? Yeah. Where were you like as a mother 1 year ago, and where are you currently, and then where are you hoping to go? Because your current is going to pave way for your next. Do not say that as a mother, I have to be the one to iron my children's clothes, I have to be the one to wash the clothes, I have to be the one to feed them, I have to be the one to bath them. Yet at the same time, you have all these other responsibilities that I have talked about. You are going to be overwhelmed. Yeah, you're going to be overwhelmed. Unless you say you're going to be a housewife. Being a housewife means you don't have any other business outside. Your only business is within the house. And that is something that I cannot take for granted. That is something that I cannot take lightly. Even as a father, you cannot say that because, I am the head of the family, I'm going to do everything on my own. It is going to overwhelm you. And when that overwhelms you, it takes, the best of you. Mentally, it takes the best of you physically. Before you know it, you cannot provide for your family the way you would love to. So as a father, if you're able to provide posho for your family, they should be grateful. Maybe they wanted to eat rice, but what you can provide at the moment is posho. That is progress. That is offer that has been put in there. Maybe your family wanted to eat chicken, but you can provide meat. Maybe they wanted, to eat fish, but you can provide them with silver fish, mukene. Yeah, that is progress. That even goes to us as individuals. While we are dealing with other individuals, let us look at the work that they are putting in. Let us look at the progress that they put in, that they invest in, instead of us looking at the perfection. Instead of us thinking, as a girlfriend, I want my boyfriend to be like, to tick all the boxes. I want him to provide for me. I want him to buy for me clothes. I want him to be intelligent. I want him to be working. He needs to have a house. He needs to have, we have quite a number of lists. But if you were sat down as an individual, you'll not even have half of those things. So while we are dealing with other people, let us look at the progress that they make towards us. Let us look at the progress that they invest in when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to us dealing with them, rather than the picture that we have, the perfect picture that we have. Even you as a wife, even you as a husband. There are things that your wife is doing, there are things that your husband is doing, but you are not seeing them because you're looking at perfection. You are not seeing them because you have this, you've painted this picture in your head. And for you, until your husband hits that picture in your head, until your wife actually gets to that picture that in your head, you feel they are not doing anything. So you do not appreciate them. You take them for granted. But it is until this person stops doing even those things that you see them doing as minor, you'll realize their impact in your life. You realize the value that they were adding to you. So today, I just want to encourage you to look at progress over perfection. Even that housemate that you have at home, yeah? That you know, that person that helps you. Maybe there's a way you want your home to look like. And you laid out roles for this person. When you wake up, do ABCD, do this. And then maybe by the time you come back at, from work, you find when they've not done certain things. And then before you know it, you start abusing them, you start throwing insults at them. But that is not right. It is not right. Because this person has not left the house entirely the way you left it. There is some work that they've done. Appreciate what they've done. Look at the progress that they have made, and then you'll be able to be happy. But I faced that a lot. I faced it. It was a challenge for me until I said, I was like, but no, this person actually does some work. By the time I leave and then come back, she has done something. So I learned to appreciate. When I come back, I don't look at what she has not done. I look at what she has done. I appreciate her, and then we move. And then I'll tell her, you know what, yesterday you did this, today do better. And realize both of you are living in harmony. And that goes for my husband as well. Maybe there are certain things I expected from him, but if he has not yet ticked all those, he is somewhere. And I appreciate where he is. And I'm sure he extends the same grace to me. He knows that, I'm not the perfect wife that he had envisioned, but I have made progress as his wife, and he appreciates that. And that helps us to move amicably, even when it comes to friendships. We have ideal friendships that we look at, but we should look at what the other person has done, the progress that they have made in our life. So in all in all spheres of your life, career, professional, academic, whatever it is, make progress, make over perfection. That is it for today. Till tomorrow.